Hey guys, got a new video. Today we're going to go over the Strongbox farm I've been doing and the results of the first set I've done. So I've been doing them in sets of 48 maps, and we're going to kind of go over the loot I got this time around and just kind of my thoughts about the strategy in general. Alright, so you can probably already see we did get a Squire. It's actually the first Squire I ever dropped. And we did get a 5% brass dome. I actually got every single shield that is actually worth money. It's kind of funny in this set. I got the Aegis Aurora and a Emperor's Vigil. I also got a Diala's. Yeah, so some pretty nice uniques that were dropped. The Squire, definitely kind of a lucky drop, I think. So there is that. Alright, so for divines, I did drop 12 divines. I'd say more than about 70% of these were from the fine delirium orbs that I've been using. I have been pretty much running 4 of these per map, and I don't know, these seem to drop quite a lot of raw divines, so definitely like running the fine delirium orbs. And let's see, what else did I get? I also found a Storm Shroud. And I got one Reliquary key and about 12 fracturing shards. This is in about 48 maps. So yeah, not too bad. And I did get 3 The Enlightened cards and 3 7 Years Bad Luck. Some other cards I found 2 Luminous Trove and 2 Divine Beauties from the strong boxes, so they got duplicated. And I managed to make 1 temple that had a Doriani's Institute. I'll probably use this myself. Some other interesting loot. I did get 3 Darker Half cards. Now these seem to drop from the Fine Delirium Orb as well. Actually, all of these were from the Fine Delirium Orb reward, so that is pretty nice. And I did get quite a lot of Orb of Regrets. You can see from the Innocent card. And I did turn in a lot of the Corrupted Blood Jewel card that I found. And I thought what we'll do with these is we'll use some Tainted Mythic Orbs on them and try to get some nice unique jewels with the Corrupted Blood implicit. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Some other interesting items I found. So I did find 2 Coward's Trial maps. I found a Amethyst Ring with Fractured Life. This is only T2, but it is worth about 1 Divine apparently. So that. I found 1 Astramentus. I mean, not really worth that much, but yeah. And I got a Crit Multi-Jewel with a Fracture. I mean, this probably isn't worth that much either, but it's kind of interesting. So I kept it here. And I did find a wand with a tier 1 damage over time multiplier fracture on it. This is kind of nice, I guess. Might sell for something, or I can try to craft something with this. And so that is the loot, basically. Notable loot. Some other things I found. I found 2 Hyri's Ire. And 1 Doriani's prototype. Did find some other low tier uniques that will corrupt later. Let's see if maybe we can turn them into something nice. And some other fractured items. I found just, some random fractures, tier 1 fractures that are kind of interesting. And 2 called the Brotherhoods, and a lot of these Heartbound loops, which we will be corrupting. So I did catalyst these up. This one with the elemental damage catalyst, and then the Heartbound loop with the physical and chaos, and we'll go around and corrupt these. But before we get into that, let's take a look at sort of the profits. And I don't really want this video to turn into like one of those map strategy things where we go over every single item I dropped, because there's a lot of things that I haven't actually included in this, like the Awakened Sextants, these ancient orbs and annuls and exalts, and a lot of other like bubblegum currency that I'm not probably I don't really want to include all of those. It's going to take too much time. So let's just quickly go over some of the notable loot. So this is the amount I spent. I spent 28 divines on the actual cost to start this strategy. I didn't actually pay for any scarabs, because I had a lot of scarabs from running all my simulacrums, and I converted all of them with harvest. You can do that in your hoarder crafting station. You just reroll scarabs. Let's see if we can try to do one here. So we'll get just some random scarab. We can do some of these breach scarabs. And we just re-roll them. Oh, look, we got a Harbinger Scarab. And we'll just keep going. Oh, we got another one. All right, so that was nice. Pretty easy. So you can see I have quite a few of the Divination, Harbinger, Reliquary, and Ambush. And that's just from converting all these Scarabs. And so I have been running with, let's see, the Corrupted Strongbox. So that's +2, and then they're corrupt. And then the Harbingers drop additional shards. We have the Possessed Monsters drop Gilded Scarab. And then we have the Enraged Strongbox. So these are the 4 Sextants I've been using. Then I've been using the Fine Deli Orbs, and then the Reliquary Scarab, the Ambush, and Harbinger Divination. So I've been running that, and here is the Atlas. I'll put a link in the description. I've been kind of changing around from the bestiary here, and I think before that I was running some Conqueror maps. I had a couple of Defiled Cathedral, or no, yeah, Defiled Cathedral maps, so I ran a few of those. They were actually pretty annoying because with the Harbinger Sextant, you know, the boss is accompanied by, you know, a Harbinger, and instead of the actual map boss, it is the Conqueror boss that has these Harbingers, so very annoying. I actually did do it on some of these Elder Guardian maps as well, and you know, the Harbingers are in the Guardian boss area, so it was very annoying to actually do that. Didn't like it at all. So right now I'm doing a little bit of Einhar here. When I run out of Einhar missions, I'll probably go into Alva, put the points here, and after that I'll probably put them in the Covetous Shrine node, and maybe something else somewhere. Let's see. All right, so now let's go back here. And so this is kind of the loot that I got. I price checked a little bit of it, and you can see I did actually make quite a bit of profit, made 27 divines profit, but that's with the squire. So we take the squire out, and we are sort of barely breaking even with you know, enough money to kind of buy into the next round. And that's kind of how this Strongbox farm goes, is you either you don't really make any money and you have enough money to invest into the next set, or, you know, you hit one of those, you know, expensive items and you actually make profit. So, and if we look at my character, I am not a full Magic Find character. I only have a few items here. We see we have only 30 quant and 166 rarity, but there's actually a little bit more rarity because of my helmet. So for rare and unique enemies, I have about 210 rarity. So not really a very high number, but even with this number, you can see I am still getting quite a few good uniques, I think. And a lot of things aren't really affected by quantum rarity anyway, so don't really think you need to go full magic find. It may you may get more drops, I guess, but at the end of the day is just if you have a bit of quant, a bit of rarity, all you have to do is a few extra maps, I think, to compete with the magic find builds. Yeah, so it's definitely been pretty fun, I think, on the Blade Vortex character, pretty smooth. And I'm liking it quite a bit. So I'll do a few more of these sets, I think, and make videos like this where we can kind of see what I got that time around, and maybe do some fun corrupts and stuff like that. All right, so let's actually corrupt a lot of these, and let's first start with these mythic orbs. So if we actually turn this into a storm shroud, then we make quite a bit of money, I think. So, but it's probably gonna just delete everything like what normally happens. Yeah, so this is pretty like pretty much normal what would happen. I did actually get one of these storm shrouds last league with the corrupted blood, and that was pretty cool. That sold for like 60 divines. So anyway, so that's that part there. Let's get into these. Let's first start over here. We'll corrupt these, call the Brotherhoods, and see if we get anything good. I guess not. So Heartbound Loops. Now these, the best one you can get is the All Resistance. That is quite expensive, or the percent attributes. So hoping for one of those. Level 21 Wrath, that might be interesting. Oh, this one's actually pretty good too. Lightning damage. Oh, there we go. Nice. All right, let's see how much this costs. So this one, and this one. We are going to need to enable this real quick. All right, so let's price check this. See strength, intelligence, and some max roll as well. Now let's see. If we look on trade, they're not that expensive, but the important thing is this physical damage taken on minion death. This has to be 420 for it to be worth something. You can see max roll 15 divines. So yeah, very nice. Just made 15 divines here. Maybe I don't know if it'll sell for that much, but let's see. All right, let's check Wrath now. Wrath might be worth a divine or so, but I don't really think people want to buy this. 12C, yeah, so not really worth that much. I think this one is actually trash. So let's put it back in the trash pile. All right, let's check the lightning damage. This might be worth something, maybe a couple of chaos. And let's check for the, there is actually none that are 420. So yeah, maybe about one divine or so. So that's nice. So one divine for this and maybe 10 to 15 for this one. So very nice, actually. All right, next we're going to do these items here. I think we'll just go all the way like this. And let's see. We got regenerate life. This one bricked and this one bricked too. How much is it even? Yeah. Okay, 100 armor while stationary. This one bricked. Yeah, really not really worth that much. So +1 trapper mine. Nothing happened here, and this one got a white socket. Sadima's bricked, and yeah, so these are all pretty much trash. Go and sell them. All right, and so that's pretty much going to be it for the video. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I'll be back next time with the second set. I'm already sort of getting it ready. I gotta buy the rest of the compasses. I have all the scarabs I need, so I just need to buy the other 2 compasses I need, and we'll start running these. And I do run some of these on stream, so if you're online when I'm streaming, then come in and check that out. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.